Yo, what up guys, Brief Time here, coming to you finally with a brand new Noob to Pro update. Yes, this is day 71 and we've skipped out on a lot of days, mostly because this Noob to Pro has been in the Dragon 20 farming new gear that is supposed to take the account to the next level. Remember, I'll also always remind you guys that this whole series we are trying to get to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss with a killable team, with a normal old school team, not an unkillable team. All right, so we've done a lot of dragon farming for these past days. Check out our existing gems right there, still 506, because we'll be getting some along the way. But I'll finally be able to go down finally to 0, maybe within a day or two. But I wanted to pause today because of activate enhancement is going on and level up the gear we have so far. And I have leveled it up, and so far I can tell you good news. We have progressed. In what way? If I head over to the missions right now, you can remember that we've not been able to beat Spider 15 on auto, because that's the mission we're kind of stuck on. So we'll be farming the dragon for new gear, not just to progress only clan boss teams, only to help us get to Nightmare 3 key, but also for this other dungeon content. Also, we would like to farm dragon at 24 instead of currently doing it at 25. So by building gear or building your new champions for the clan boss Nightmare, those same champions will be able to take our level to 24 in the dragon. So that's what I wanted to do by building champions for Nightmare Clan Boss, and at the same time moved over to Dragon 24. But as a consequence of that, I managed to build one single champion that was able to help me get to Spider 15 on auto successfully. So let me share that good news, because I've been lamenting how I can't beat the Spider at all. So which champions out of all this one do you think is the MVP right here? DeathKnight. Yes, I won't give myself credit to this one. I'll give it to Abyss Lord, who's been commenting crazy like on every video. Kudos bros, I always appreciate your long comments and I read it all the time. And here he was suggesting that, by the way, I did tell you we need, no, not apothecary. I don't know why you would not build high resist DeathKnight. He's more than enough. So that's the comment that inspired me to re-gear DeathKnight, because you already know we already have a video out for DeathKnight already showing you how I built him for the end game on my account, main account, and also we built him early stage for this Noob to Pro. Also, we didn't build him with high resist. So how much high resist did we need that made DeathKnight be able to help us and take down this boss? And how did he even help? I show you a sample of the run, not the entire run because it's a long one. So if I head over to the L8 Rage Studies tool, you can see right there that the Spiderlings, or this main spider itself, has an accuracy of 205, and the Spiderling also have they have an accuracy of 100, but you need 205 resistance on your champions to be able to resist all poisons that they place on you. So I simply head over to the DeathKnight and gave him a resistance of 205 or above. So if I head over to his stats right now and show you the new improved DeathKnight gear, you see that it's still rocking random sets right there. It's not like it's a perfect build, but I was able to get him a 6-star boots. And yes, due to artifact enhancement, I took all this gear to level 16, except for the weapon there, which he would not really benefit from unless I do it one more time. So that's the total stats. The main thing you should watch out for is that resist. 236 resist right there. That means all poisons, I repeat, all poisons that these Spiderlings are placing on me do not land on DeathKnight, except we got 3%. You know, there's still a 3% chance that one will land. So that's the biggest update we have for this Noob to Pro so far. As long as DeathKnight is on Spider team, no poison will land on any of my allies. Yes, they're not hitting DeathKnight without poison. The Spiderlings are hitting the Magic Affinity champions, whoever you have there, Terrell or my Kale, right? And all the poisons are going to DeathKnight because he's redirecting all the damage to himself. And he's not built tanky enough though in terms of HP. I would have loved maybe 50k HP, but that can be possible on my main account. Over here, we are fine with 34k HP as the level of this account we're on. But check out that defense. Because of DeathKnight is a defense-based champion, and because of the amount of damage he will be receiving, besides the poison, you still take physical damage from the Spiderlings. That's why I give him this amount of high defense, which allows him to survive a long time. Now I know as we go along in the higher levels of the spider, it might be difficult to keep this same strategy going, because the Spiderling will be just too fast, right? I mean, this main mother spider will be too fast, or the Spiderling themselves will be fast enough to take down DeathKnight. But we have a reviver in the team right there to bring him up all the time. But throughout this entire fight, he did not go down, because remember, he has a shield and a heal that he places on himself. So plus the reviver that we have that also does the healing. All right, so that's the new build. I built the accuracy 200, and also he can also land his decreased attack on the Spiderlings so they don't hit him so hard. So everybody has a DeathKnight. If you're struggling with a spider, this is the solution. High resist DeathKnight, and nothing will land on this your entire team. So let me do a sample of the run. I'll not run it all the way, like I said, it's gonna be a 8-minute or longer run. So I'll just show you the run a little bit. I put him in the leader slot also, so he can add a little bit of more defense to what he already has. So that helps a great deal. So I'll just let it run, because I need to run it 14 more times on auto, right, for the team, for it to count as a victory for me in the missions. We have our MVP apart from DeathKnight. Remember, the turn meter of the spider has to stay down, so that's why I have an Armiger right there. So I also have Tyrell instead of Apothecary, because I need to keep the turn meter of the spider down. You can see Tyrell is being hit. Tyrell is being hit. No poisons. No poisons. No poison is landing on my team. So thank you for that great suggestion. I didn't think of it. I know people are using high resist DeathKnight, but I didn't really think it was possible on this level of accounts. So yes, it's very, very possible, right? That Tyrell, even on negative affinity, can still land his decreased turn meter. So that's why I put him in there to help Armiger keep this turn meter down, because as long as we keep the turn meter of this mother spider down, we will eventually win. No poison. And poison is the main thing that keeps you down in this battle. So like I said, it's gonna be an 8-minute run, so I just wanted to show you a sample of this run, how it works, and I'll end it here and then run it later at night, so it runs 15 more times on auto, 100% win. There is no doubt here that nobody will die. Okay, we had 3% right there and we got 1 poison, so you still have a 3% chance that 1 poison will land. All right, I've hyped Ultimate DeathKnight enough, and he's, yes, worth all the hype that you've been hearing about him. Let me see what's gonna happen. A heal. He heals himself back to full health. Nobody's in danger of dying at all. Turn meter stays down. All right, let me end it there. Waste that amount of energy, because I just wanted to show you the run without taking so much part of the video. So that's the biggest update that came to the Noob to Pro from all this gear that we farmed. It is only because we spent time in the Dragon that made it possible for me to get this good new gear now for Ultimate DeathKnight. Also, he's not the only person that was regeared and got a better start right now on the account. Apothecary also got a new start. Why? Because I pulled this weapon from the Dragon, which rolled 14 speed, right? So Apothecary initially had a 9 speed on the weapon, so I pulled this one that had a 14 speed, and I pulled this glove also from the Dragon. Yes, it's a flat start glove right there, but because it had speed, I didn't sell it instantly. I said let me just roll it up and see, and it rolled speed 12, and it is the fastest glove that I have on my account right now in terms of speed set, so I kept it, and it helped Apothecary go from 258 speed that we initially had to our new stats of now 273. Yo, why am I boosting this stat of Apothecary? Because this is the champion we need in almost every content. We currently use this champion in the clan boss. We currently use this champion in most dungeons that require speed booster, which is almost every dungeon, right? And sometimes we don't need Rector Drat. We don't need a reviver. Sometimes we just need that heal, that extra heal, especially when you have a champion like DeathKnight who is taking all the tank. You don't need a reviver when you have a tank like that. So I'll be running Apothecary in this high speed to keep Rector Drat, to keep Ultimate DeathKnight healthy. And yeah, also for the arena where we're kind of afraid to fight speed teams. I think right now with this 273, I'll be faster than most teams, and I'll be able to go first and then let my Gembo go to work. So with me taking this artifact on Apothecary and Ultimate DeathKnight to the levels where they need to be, my gold has depleted. I'm currently at 0. Else the next thing I need to do is to regear Tyrell and also to see if I can add more stats to Rearguard Sergeant. These are the two champions that need their stat boosted for Nightmare type of gear, right? I'm talking about maybe their speed is okay, but their defenses are okay too. HP is kind of low there. I just wanted to see what else I can improve on both of them to help them get me ready for Nightmare. All right, I did say that during CVC we were going to take what's her name now, Rearguard Sergeant, to full masteries, full booking, because we need her to be able to do the ally protection more consistently in the clan boss. So that's how broke I am, and out of silver. I don't even have 36k silver. All right, let's head over to, let me sell some stuff maybe. Come on, let's do it. I have only 6 books because we've not been doing a lot of winning content or trying to push all the way to the higher level of tournaments that are currently going on as part of the fusion. So where did it go? Did it go to the right places? It went to decrease attack. We needed it to go here. I needed 2 books here. This is the ally protect, the most important thing on this champion, and it went all the way down to this one. Okay, I guess we're gonna use it. It's still a little bit useful, I guess. A decrease attack that helps Terrell when his own is down, and only 1 book went there, which is something we don't need. Also helps Terrell also when his decrease defense is down. All right, I guess we'll have to get more books and try again later when we finally get new books. For artifacts, I wanted to show you some of the new gear that we got. I just don't want to say we got new gear and not show. I've talked about the speed gear that we have. So let me just flex a little bit by scrolling all the way down and see what this amount of dragon farming can do. Yes, all the artifacts that are useful, kind of useful, have been taken to 4-star and 6-star, so I'll be able to identify the bad ones and delete them instantly. Yes, we did finally get to a maximum of 1,300 in our storage. We did get there, but me doing an artifact enhancement, yes, and cleansing, I was able to clear out over 200 or almost 200 trash ones that are mostly flat stat or not good enough to keep. So that's it right there. And not a lot of accuracy sets. Yes, I'm still keeping a lot of accuracy sets because perception has not been blessed. We've not been blessed with perception sets yet. I'm still keeping a lot of lifesteal sets, and I've not leveled some of them up though. So I'm still need to level some of these ones up, some 6-star ones also. That will really help. I think I got a glove. Yes, now something like this is what I need on my new improved clan boss teams, because they're all currently rocking 5-star gear. No, I don't have silver to do that. I've run out of silver. That's why I stopped. So by the time I begin to put this newly found 6-star gear on my champions, I'm talking about the clan boss champions, 6-star gear, they will do really improve in their stats in terms of defense and HP and survive longer. I'm still keeping some don't ask me why I'm keeping so much sleep sets. I'm still keeping it because of faction war champions also need some love. Yes, faction war champions need some love. And I'm keeping a lot of frost sets also. I originally thought I was going to put frost set on ultimate DeathKnight because of when they hit other champions, he can still place that freeze on them from this frost set that is on him, because he takes that hit. So if he's going to take the debuff, he can also land if he's gonna take the buffs or the damage, he can also land debuffs on them for hitting our allies. I thought about that. I also have regen set from the time we farmed. So that's the new improved, a lot of relentless set from all the winning we've been doing right there. Yes, and the one we found Fire Knight a lot too. I don't know why we have so much of this, but I've not put it on any champion yet. Destroy set because of the Scarab King. I was going to put it on one champion that I need to take down Scarab, but we are being held back by silver. A lot of toxic set, a lot of this also. This is also from the dragon stalwart set. Will be useful for a tank, especially since I have leech in the arena. I was thinking about putting 1 or 2 champions in stalwart set that don't need life steal, but I felt like to be safe, just to be safe at this level, I need champions to be in lifesteal. I didn't want to rely on them taking less damage from Stalwart and then relying on Leech from Deliana. So that's why I'm still rocking. Oh, I'd have silver right here and I didn't know. Filter. So you still get to see some part of the gear cleanse that I did that slim down all our farming. I created additional space, so that means I can let it farm all the way overnight again and get more gear. But I want to pause on dragon farming. What next should we farm? I'm thinking about spider, because besides this new gear that we have, it's something we are lacking on is accessories. I'm talking about especially banners. We are lacking a lot in banners. Check out the High Elves, has nothing. Most factions has no banner. See, just one banner over here. No banner. This is just one right there. So it's something that we are lacking on the account, and most of them don't have the right amulet also, because if you do check out Ultimate DeathKnight, he is rocking an attack amulet. Check this out, attack. So I'm thinking if we want our stats to be complete in terms of the ring, the banners, and the amulets, we need to spend some time in the spider. I was going to wait for the spider tournament to launch so I can get twice the reward for farming just once. So maybe that's something I have to do dragon tonight, and then the next night when the spider tournament launches, we can then farm the spider and get that new artifact set, or get new accessories from the spider. So that's something we have to work on, because we are very, very behind in banners and amulets. So that's the next piece of update that I'll be working on. Let me know what you guys think about this Noob to Pro update. I wanted to make it much detailed because I've been skipping out on all these days and farming, and I wanted you to see in detail how what we farmed so far has helped change the account in terms of the Spider 15 that we were not able to do before. And when I get new silver, I'll be able to also show you the progress for the dragon, in the what do you call it now, clan boss team, because we're currently doing 16 million on brutal, yes, and I'm thinking we're doing 10 million in nightmare. With this new gear that we can put on our champions, maybe we can begin to do 1 key brutal. That's what I'm looking forward to. That will give us the signal to move on to nightmare, 3 key nightmare. Even we can do it right now. We can do 4 key nightmare. I'm just refusing to do it until we can 3 key it. All right, you guys, let me know what you think about this Note to Pro. I know you guys missed the Note to Pro updates, and I'm back with it. Remember, there's still a fusion going on, so it's kind of splitting my attention on my main account, where I have to do a lot of farming, a lot of campaign, a lot of dungeon stuff. That's why I'm not pushing so hard on the Note to Pro until this fusion ends. That's when we can begin to find out new different things to always bring to you guys that are watching the Note to Pro series, and make it more fun, not just about farming and progression only. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit that like, at least for the Spider 15 team that we're able to build, and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll see you guys. Good night.